Ooh, ooh, y'all, I'm so excited. Today I'm doing a 3 marker challenge, and I just can't express how excited I am to do this. I've never done a marker challenge before. I have a small marker collection, and I've been, this idea has been in my head for weeks now, and I recently got a few new markers, so I thought, hey, why not? And actually, this is the last page in my sketchbook. Y'all, this will have been the first time that I've completed an entire sketchbook by myself. I am just so ecstatic, so excited, so happy. So, right here is just a box with all the names of the markers that I have. I'm going to be choosing 3 of them, and so I don't have to put my face on camera and show you that I'm blindfolded. I folded the paper so that I can't see, so this will be completely random. I have no way of knowing which ones I will get, and I'm hoping I don't get, too many contrasting bright colors, because I do have, most of them are really bright saturated colors, so I'm hoping this piece won't be too funky. Let's talk about the actual piece. I tried using a red colored pencil. It just has red colored lead in it to do the initial sketch, and it doesn't erase very well, so you can probably see the red sketch lines under it, but that's alright. I use this Uniball Vision to ink it, and this is the sketchbook that I used and I'm almost done with. And I did some hatching because I didn't know if I'd get, because some of the colors are really light, so I wouldn't know if I got a really light color, would I be able to layer it and do, very much shading, so I put hatching in it already. This sketch came off the top of my head, and I don't like the hand and I don't like the arm, but I will continue with this anyways. I do like it, but just the proportions are so off, but I'm going to continue with this anyways because I kind of just want to get this sketchbook done, and I just want to see where this challenge takes me. So, without further ado, let's choose these colors. Oh, I'm so nervous. So this one's my first one. They stick together. Ugh. Let's do this one. And oh man, I hope I don't get like 3 blues or something. So that's 3. First one, emerald green. Dang. Oh no. I know that one's a really bright one. Really saturated. Ice blue. Okay, I see where this is going. Geranium. Oh lord. I know these colors. They're so bright. So the colors that I pulled were emerald green, which is this super saturated green. Like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful green, but it's so saturated. I'm gonna have to find a way to tone these colors down. I'm glad I did the hatching beforehand. The second color is this. Oops, I should probably put something under that. There we go. And geranium is pretty much just bright red. These markers, I'm surprised I got all concept markers. Like, these markers are dual-ended, obviously. They're called concept markers. I've seen some markers that look pretty much exactly the same, but, the barrel is white and the grips are a different color, but in their label, they're branded differently. These are pretty good markers, except for the fact that I don't like the nibs on them. Well, not the nib. I have no problem with the chisel nib. It's just the bullet nib I have a problem with. it misleads you and makes you think that you have a fine point, but you don't, because it flattens out pretty easily. And this beautiful ice blue, I can't get a very fine line with these. I mean, you can get fine enough, but not very fine. Not as fine as you can get with maybe a Prismacolor or a Copic. Oh man, these are such bright colors. Maybe I should have done something after I had chosen my colors, but you know, there's no going back now. And to be honest, I'm ready for the challenge. I'm prepared. I'm so excited. These colors are beautiful, but I wonder how they're gonna mix together. Alright. Now, these colors are the only ones that I'm allowed to use to color. So maybe if I use my colorless blender, it'll be a little bit better. I'm kind of nervous. But without further ado, let's get started.
Alright, let's talk more about these concept markers. These concept markers are very vibrant, but I do have a problem with the bullet nib. As I said before, it says it's a brush nib, but it's really just a bullet nib with a fine point. It's very flexible, but over time it does wear out. Another thing is the cap. The cap, if you don't close it right, then it won't shut all the way, and I've actually dried out one of my markers because I didn't close it all the way and I wasn't paying attention, so that's more my fault, but it's kind of a design flaw for me. I feel like the cap shouldn't have any, things that can go wrong with it unintentionally, but again, that could just be me. Catfolk here on YouTube actually did a review of markers that were extremely similar to these, except the barrel is white and they're just called a different thing. I think her review of those markers is more in depth than mine, and I definitely recommend that you should go watch it because it's a very fun video, and I just love her art. So go over there and subscribe if you haven't already. Funny thing is, I actually have markers that aren't concept markers. I have like 5 Copic markers, a few Prismacolor markers, and a few Winsor & Newton brush markers, and a pro marker. So I don't know why I got only concept markers. I thought that was really funny because I have more other markers put together than concept markers alone. So I was just wondering why I didn't get at least one other marker, but I guess that's just how probability works, and it was kind of unfortunate because I was hoping to get like a lighter color so that I could layer the colors more, but that unfortunately was not how it worked out. You see here I use a colorless blender to make the colors a little less saturated. Now that I look on it, this illustration a little more, I like it a little more than I did when I first started doing it. I just think it looks very interesting. She kind of looks like an alien to me, and though those connotations may not be very positive, I think it's just a little pleasing to look at least. I know the proportions are off, and of course it wouldn't be a Jazzy Zaid video without something being wrong, but again, I plan to get better at doing these things. As long as I realize my mistakes and I notice what I've done, I can improve in the future, and hopefully there'll be a video showing you guys something I'm really proud of and there are no mistakes, but I've got a long way to go before that does finally happen, but I know I can get there one day. I think the red against the blue and the green actually gives it some nice contrast, and actually I'd planned to go in and put some more colorless blender, but it kind of acts like a bleaching agent. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it kind of makes the marker feather a little more than I would like it to, but again, I don't have any other colorless blender, so I wouldn't know if it is supposed to do that. But thank you for watching, and we'll meet again soon.